All right.
All right, so, are you ready for the romper room?
I'm ready for the romper room.
All right, here we go.
All right. Hello. 1980, you got on here first. 1980, HBK Styles, Oddities. Jennifer Pew Pew Pew, Ross Richard, Ike Camacho, Scuba Steve, John Sheffield, the Blue Fairy, it's been a while, Blue Fairy, Sean Fenner, Ryland Burdette, and Poison Sumac. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's warm and dry. We have been dry the past couple days, but very moist for many days before that. All right, so
you're using that camera or Osbot?
I'm using this camera right now. Try Osbot, see if Osbot's even looking at us.
Osbot is looking at us.
You have to lock it on.
Yeah, all right, so we're trying Osbot again.
There you go.
All right.
This way. Frost Spider says, yay, live.
Hello, Frost Spider, Graphy UK, Masato K, Brenda Holman, The King, Edson Glutes. Got some latecomers who are normal folks. Alex! I need a young person. I need an old priest and a young priest.
Masato K says it's so good to see y'all.
That's good to see you. We're going to go TikTok live also. Yeah, I hear all the kids are doing it.
And we got you your phone
Yes.
stand guy for that. Thomas K says hello.
Hello, Thomas K. I'm trying to figure this part out. I got you this. Just do the thing.
You don't have a block?
Maybe on my desk. Maybe Rue has one in his office.
Or do you have a block?
What? I do.
Make it do the go. Rue, you're getting shout outs.
Hello!
Edson said he's wearing his Monster Day shirt too.
You two are Twinkies.
Jennifer Pugh asked, what are those brown balls?
So, they missed
They're the
nothing.
bane of my existence.
So, remember the meatballs that we made a while back? Well, they came back for a 100,000 mile checkup, I guess. So we have reballed the meatballs, and they're going to go back out in time for baseball season.
That's great.
So,
Me and the Snit say howdy, howdy, howdy.
hello.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says howdy, y'all.
Hello. Oh, okay. What did we title this live?
Corpse Ignite.
No one can corpse the corpse, of course.
The corpse is the corpse.
Unless the corpse.
Nobody can corpse the corpse.
The corpse of course.
Unless the corpse. The name, yeah, unless the corpse, the name of the corpse. It's the
Famous Mr. Ed.
Mr. Corpse.
Edson Luke says hello to the rest of the gang.
Hello.
Mr. Dead, the famous Mr. Dead.
Mr. Dead. That's better.
Jokes we had.
So we have that in the shop tonight, Shannon hanging out in the back. We got Alex hanging out over here, setting up TikTok Live.
What was it called? Or what's the live title?
Corpse Ignite. HBK Styles says, I'm glad I found your live stream again because it really helped me get through a lot in 2020. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it helped us get through a lot in 2022, because 2020 kind of sucked. You found me, little buddy. Okay. All right. This is not a tutorial. I'm just working. Like, if you have questions, you go right ahead and ask, but here we are.
1980 says Alan Raps a bone or two.
If you switch over to this camera, Stacy, I will show them my new
Stacy.
mask.
Bone or two.
Bone or
Enunciate. Not Alan Raps a bone or two.
two? I would have said it also.
Yeah.
This is our new band.
New zombie skull.
Ross Richard says hi, Alex and Shannon. Hello.
If you think it looks like an old zombie skull, you're right.
You're correct. Yeah. It looks exactly like an old zombie skull with detail put back in.
Yeah, no, from a new mold.
Yeah.
Jennifer Pugh says, go on, spot. He's working again.
Go, Asbot Ranger. As long as I don't do too much walking around.
Do you want this right here?
I don't know. You are the TikTok expert.
Do you want to read these comments?
Are we also reading the TikTok?
We're also reading TikTok
Load
comments.
up on TikTok. Let's go.
There you go. Working tonight.
Working tonight. Because I definitely didn't today.
No.
1980 says got her. Ron Chef says, hey y'all.
Hey.
Hey Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Congrats, you're live on TikTok.
Hooray.
Live on TikTok. I have to find you.
This is an unannounced live on TikTok, so no one's going to watch it. But, here we are.
Is your Alan or you still Beast?
Still beast.
Still Beast Studios.
I was going to have to say I have no idea. You'll have to ask Alex.
And we're live. There we go. Turn the volume down. Blast everybody, and we'll see if we can help.
So yeah, I'm live right now on the YouTubes, on Still Peace Live, and I'm live on TikTok. Not because what I'm doing is particularly interesting this evening. It's just that that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Which is exactly how we used to go live.
Yeah, normally.
Edison Luke is like an old zombie duck. Judy Ritchie says, good evening, everyone. Buster Max says, hello, all. Hi, Buster.
Hello. This is duct tape.
Also sharing the TikTok live in the Black Creepers.
Which, for the record, like, this is a fun language thing because they called duct tape because when you take it off, it quacks. It makes a quacking noise. But it was duct tape. Well, someone started coming along to make duct tape and said, I'm just going to call my duct tape. And now everybody thinks that it's duct tape, but it's duct tape. It's a Kleenex thing. All tissues are Kleenex, but not all. Wait, the other way.
Strike that. Reverse.
Well, yeah.
Warmonger says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Jay says, if you're on TikTok, someone needs to do those silly dances.
My legs just go at a mile a minute. You don't see them, but every now and then, like my heel pops up.
And if you're
He's over there doing an Irish jig right now.
That's right.
potatoes.
Well, tell you it's alright.
If you're watching us on TikTok live right now, we're also live on YouTube.
Right. Not that we're telling you to go to either one.
Yeah, keep going.
Just be happy, whatever you're doing. That's what's important.
Enjoy wherever you're at.
Yeah. Be happy where you're planted.
Jennifer Hughes says, I spy a green dinosaur.
Quit looking in the background, y'all. That green dinosaur hasn't moved in 10 years. I'm kidding. Look in the background.
So I'm doing his torso in tape. And I'm using camo tape because A, I had camo tape, and B, if you start with a color, you have to do less painting down the road.
Edson Luke says they call duct pipes because you better duck under them or you're going to have a headache.
Well, all right.
Sure.
I don't know that that's true, Edson.
Frost Spider says, so Alan, now that Steamboat Willie is public domain, does this mean you're going to make an evil Vicky head mask?
You know what? It doesn't. I think I went through my mascot phase before everyone else. Like I had mascots out of my system by, what, 2021 when we shut down Carl's?
Yeah.
No,
No. Was it
2017.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, really.
Yeah, so we had a mascot haunt before it was cool, so to speak. Yeah.
Now it lives in
20.
It had to be 2018 because 2017 was my first season. I spent a full season working at Carl's.
You were stuck in a bear suit some.
Yeah, briefly. Megan Bear says, hey guys.
Hello.
Shadowgen81 says, hi Alan, what's up? Remind me the song, Be in No Worries. I don't know.
We don't know what you mean, but we're happy you're here.
Yes.
Megan Dare just finished Monster Camp 21.
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember last names, so
That's fine.
thank you for helping me.
The Slipknot Life says, it's been a while since I caught your stream, so discovered your channel in 2020 and I've been hooked ever since.
Hooray!
Mimi says hello.
Our version of the Great Depression. You made it.
And if you're watching on TikTok, we will totally read your comments too.
Yes, we have someone reading comments on TikTok and on the YouTubes.
Working overtime tonight. Edson Wood says, that's what an old HVAC guy told me. The duct tape was originally designed to seal the seams of ductwork.
Yes.
Poison Sumac says, Joel Mabius wrote the duct tape blues because duct tape is the answer. A little silver roll, it'll mend the deepest cracks and patch the deepest holes.
You know, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
It's like the Force. There's a light side and dark side. It holds everything together. Shout out
Okay,
to
if
anyone
you guys
who's
read
song,
one more
No
duct tape
Worries.
t-shirt. No worries for the rest of your days.
Megan Dare says, Monster Camp was amazing. You should do it if you're thinking about it. It's a full mass class and I can't wait.
Hooray!
Yay!
Be good to have you back.
Feeny says, hi.
Ezekiel.
Hi for Mrs. Big Dog on TikTok.
Hello, Mrs. Big Dog. So most of my day was pretty unsexy. It was insurance and business things and meetings. I did get to help on some meatballs a little bit. That was fun.
I feel like we define fun differently.
Stacy thinks it's fun.
Edson Luke says, what's a motto? I don't know, Edson, what's a motto with you? These are the jokes. Tip your waitress. Ron Shep says, if it doesn't move and it's supposed to, use WD-40. If it does move and it's not supposed to, use duct tape.
Yes. Although I will say, I'm not as huge a fan of duct tape as most people who are really excited about duct tape. It just fails me too often.
Ezekiel Bradshaw says, evening folks, are we discussing bringing back the mighty Carl?
No. We're not doing that. Carl is dead. Long live the Carl.
Big Dog says, hello, Stacy and Alan on TikTok.
Hello. On TikTok.
Yeah. Frostfire says, he used to have a shirt that said, silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
That was Rue. Rue said that one earlier, so he got your line.
What are you going to do with that duct tape, Alan?
Make a corpse. This is going to be skinned.
That was great.
We need some pictures. We're doing a corpsing class. So we need some pictures. Someone should be taking pictures. That was me being subtle. I am known for my subtlety.
Incredibly.
And
No.
At least I knew he wasn't talking to me.
You're about as subtle as
hey, people talk all the time about my subtlety.
Shadow Jim 81 says, Alan, the masked singer. Risali, I don't know how you pronounce that, says, love that subtle hint. On TikTok. And Tyler says, if you're using camo tape for the body, you have to use red tape for the neck.
Red tape for the what?
The neck?
I think we have red duct tape over there. But I'll probably still use Ken.
Ezekiel says, as long as he sings the final countdown.
That's right. That's a good one.
Because it's wearing camo.
Well,
Because it's wearing camo.
so there's red.
Red neck.
Red. Oh, okay. I got it.
Ouch.
I was thinking of red tape jokes. And I don't have any red tape
These
jokes.
are the jokes.
I could see that you didn't get the joke.
No, I didn't get that at all.
Ezekiel says, there's the boss lady. Hello, Shannon. Edson Good says, oh, hello, wife. And there she is again.
Hello.
And again.
I thought it's working.
It's working.
And it's been like 4 minutes. Good job, buddy.
Very excited.
He's lasted 4 minutes without getting distracted.
Listen, I set all this up tonight, and I was very nervous. It was not.
Yeah?
This was all me, no Teddy.
I have some longer cords that I can bring in, like for the microphone. So,
He got some really long
Yeah, we
cords.
have some really long
Oh.
cords.
That we can
Currently, the
use for
microphone
anything.
is on this guy,
It's
because that's the one.
cord
we're using
shorted.
for that, yeah. Reese's Lovely Thought says, can't wait to read the captions after the live. I laughed so hard for all the wacky things it says.
well, we cannot control that.
Shadow Jim says, don't pick on Alan.
Yeah.
Listen, he literally pays me to pick on him.
No, I pay you for bad ideas.
He pays me for great ideas.
So you say.
Sean Fenner says, do you prefer duct tape over other tapes and or plastic wrap, or a combination?
Okay, so on this guy, you're gonna see me do like 6 different techniques tonight because we're gonna do a whole corpsing. I lost the camera.
Oh no, Ozma, come back.
Sorry.
Hey, yeah, remember me?
Yeah.
Guy who bought you?
In the same vein, Mason Skeen from TikTok asked why use duct tape instead of just thin masking plastic. Is there an advantage?
Yes, because duct tape is fibrous, and I'm gonna get, when I heat gun it, it's gonna shrink a bit, but I'm also gonna get these nice long stringy fibers, and I really like that look. I especially like it for tendons, but I'm gonna do it on this body cavity and see if I like it on that.
Shadow Jim 81 says, do I have to remind you of the scarecrow? LOL. Bob Bowie says, hello, Stiltbeast team. Big Dog on TikTok says, did I see a rube in the wild? Yes, you did.
Okay, I don't have the best memory. Did Bob Bowie get Frankenfrost? Was that Bob Bowie?
Yes.
Yes.
Who says yes?
I say.
Wife says yes. Mason Skeen on TikTok says, very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's just, I'll show you it. I'll heat gun it and I'll give you a close-up.
Alan says he doesn't have the best memory. Alan has the best memory of anyone I know. Just putting that back out there.
Well,
And
it's
it's worse.
For
Both
material
at the same time.
Yeah, my brain does weird things.
It's selective.
Some of them are good, some of them are not.
Bob Bowie says yes. Lanny Williams says, hello, everyone.
I remember every single thing I think I heard.
Big Dog says, hello, Shannon.
Yeah.
Creative Doof says, corpsing night, is zombie prom next in line? I kid, and now I know that it's for a project.
Yes.
The Blue Fairy asks, what colors do you use?
For painting,
Or for duct tape? Question mark?
I like the camo duct tape, honestly, for the body because it's easy to dry brush over, but I'm about to heat gun his torso. Oh, I was using a heat gun, that wasn't. The good heat gun has a lot of stuff stuck to the end of
Yeah,
it.
that's how you have. Edson Blue says, Bob Bowie. Bob Bowie says, Frankenfrost lives. Brian Lippert says, hello, everyone. Hi, Brian.
Hello!
Heat gun extravaganza. Dan Moore says, hello, everyone.
Hello!
You can see our buck wall behind me. We lost him.
He'll take you back up.
You can see our buck wild.
Our buck wild. 1980 says, duct tape manufacturers use H-grade string in quality tape. However, for the lower half of that skeleton, G string will be all you need. That's terrible.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny. John Hayes says hello from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Sean Fenner says hoping to attend the Stiltbeast get together at Transworld. What should I expect at said get together?
We hang out and talk. I mean, that's
We hang out.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we hang out. There's a cash bar, and everybody just hangs out and talks.
You're using
Pretty
my
chill.
favorite method ever.
Water.
Make sure that's not alcohol.
If it's alcohol, I create more problems.
Big Dog asks on TikTok, if I was where would be the best place to go?
Sunstar Trading.
Ezekiel says 2 net G-string to an A. Carolina Kiwi Creation says, aha, here we go. Ezekiel says getting from the drone is a good option. Space Freak 2 says loving the Triton camera. 1980 says the duct tape facts are total fabrications.
That was more fire than I anticipated.
We're in a well-ventilated space.
Yeah, pretty good.
More or less well-ventilated. If you're gonna light things on fire at your home, you got some. Bob always says fire.
Trogdor! Running around with your crotch on fire.
Oh no, crotch fire, that's never good.
I had a friend in high school whose nickname was Fire Crotch for different reasons.
Different reasons. Oh, I take pictures. Ezekiel says caveman fire. Yeah. Carolina Kiwi Creation says Alan made fire. Fire good.
Okay, so I don't think I can zoom in so good with this camera. If you want to see a zoom in, you have to go to TikTok.
The link is posted in the Still Feast Live Creepers.
You can see a meatball.
John Hayes says, question, are Bucky skeletons still the go-to for skeletons?
So technically no. Normally the go-to now is your plastic skeletons that you can get at Home Depot and Halloween. The Buckies they've gone up in price. It's really hard to get one for under 120 right now. A Bucky being an anatomical chart and die company skeleton.
Custom Corpses says, what's up guys and girls?
Hello.
1980 says, it's not a redneck barbecue without the smell of skull and bad decisions.
Yeah.
Ross Richards says, OSHA approved.
Not really.
Creative Duke says, no, alcohol on the job can bring trouble. Word first, then drink. Monsters require precision to strike fear. A drunk-made monster might make people laugh.
I actually had considered doing drunk sculpting at one point in time. Because I don't drink.
Oh.
Like I considered like every 20 minutes or so take a shot, but you have to keep sculpting.
Oh my god.
I considered that.
We'll do it for Patreon.
I'm in. Why not? Everyone thinks I'm the drunk anyway.
I don't think you're the drunk. I just think you play one at Transworld.
Rick Sally says, I think the camo duct tape turns out great. Love the color from TikTok.
No.
Or Haley says, Shannon Allen, heart, heart, bat, bat.
Hello.
On TikTok. Big Dog says, I'm in. For drunk sculpting.
Drink.
Hey, it's for Haley. I know that.
Rylan Burdett says, you'll be messed up enough from duct tape fumes. Wow. 1980 says, most of Alan's industrial accidents start with washing. Rylan Burdett says, no need to drink. Bob Boy says, I'd pay for that mess. Ezekiel says, drunk sculpting, I'll fly in for that. Get some good shoes. Ross Richard says, do it on Cinco de Mayo.
So I really don't drink, so I have very little tolerance. So
It'd be funny.
I'm a healthy boy, but 2 or 3 shots would mess me up.
Rick Sally, she says, I'm impressed you're saying my name correctly. I hope I said it right that time. Horror Haley says, yes, I'm lurking on my Dallas Haunt family.
Hello.
Edson Glute says, pay-per-view, drink while sculpting. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that on the Patreon.
Won't we see you tomorrow, Hallie?
That's Haley.
Haley? Oh, Haley.
Horror Haley.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I would say Hallie's name right. Carolina Kiwi Creation says, just finished a part 7 costume for a 5-year-old kid. One of the hardest yet easiest things to do was the hands. Popsicle sticks in the gloves and dipped in latex with latex rind used for the bones.
Speaking of hard to do hands,
Custom Parts says, oh man, that would be historical. Ezekiel says, drink with Shannon, I'll bring the wine. Creative View says, famous last words are generally watching. Says, watching Alan barbecue some ribs.
That's true.
Poor Haley says, hi Alex, I noticed you.
This ability to stay on fire is pretty impressive.
Oh, no, Ruth stole your spot.
what over there?
Brenda Holman says, I got some moonshine.
Santa
Okay.
Claus joined.
Oh no, now Alex has it.
Hi, Santa.
Hello.
Alex, you stole the Ozbot.
When I'm looking down,
That's
it
how you
doesn't
steal it,
like
by the way.
I
So.
said,
Stacy Birch asks, what happened to the line you did the other day with the Masters of the Universe? I didn't get to finish it.
Whatever I was making, I just kept making it. I forget which one it was.
Ezekiel says, moonshine.
Haley says hi.
Hi.
Oh my god, hi Rue, I know that laugh anywhere. Ezekiel asks, is there such a thing as moonshine?
I wouldn't bottle it.
Custom Corpse says, we need a close-up. What are you working on, Alan?
Well,
We could take the tripod cam over.
It went back to him.
No, this, for a close-up, we can take this one over.
Oh.
We've got some room there.
Oh, yeah.
Flip it over to the tripod cam.
so this is a duct taped torso, and I'm just hitting it with the heat gun in order to make these holes, and it makes a nice membranous skin.
Clay Goodwin, 01 on TikTok says, hello everyone.
Hello.
1980 says there are 350 known carcinogens, Alan. Just set fire to all 349 at once.
Yeah, if I'm good for something, it's discovering new carcinogens. It's really nice if you get it to just the right where you get all these little holes. It's beautiful.
Ezekiel says duct tape man keep.
And I don't need an adhesive to stick it together as it is made of the tape.
Oh my. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Can you see them on there?
If they say dead or something like that, then
I see that notification, but
maybe corpse, like the word corpse could be it.
you hit 1,000 likes on TikTok.
For your live.
On this live?
And only 100 of them are us.
Oh, okay, well, hooray.
I swear, like 3 minutes ago, it was only at 300.
I'm shocked there were 7 because I didn't announce the live. But hi, everybody.
We're probably a majority Haley.
John
Thanks.
Hayes says, when you do tutorials, can you do wardrobe themes? I remember getting Wild West photos done at fairs. The wardrobe, some had Velcro that weren't complete costumes, just mainly for frontal pics.
So what's the question again?
Can you do wardrobe themes
We can
when
just...
you do tutorials?
Yes, you know what? Stacy, you owe us a YouTube Wednesday.
All right, let's go.
I will do the intro, and it's like, this is
Let's go.
costuming, it's all the Stacy and Alex show. And then I will tag you in, and then I leave, and then I come back in for the outro.
Stacey and Alex take over?
Yes! What about this?
Filthiest girls night.
Ladies night. Oh my goodness.
Ladies. Sorry,
Okay.
they're not.
I feel pretty good about this. I want some more holes.
Oriana says I'm spamming likes. Stacey Birch says the video went private. The one with the tank as the bottom.
I might have to go in and change those settings. But if you are on my Vine Jungle Figure Factory Instagram, you can see pictures of that finished robot. It was Hundred from the RoboForce series of the 80s. Hundred the Conqueror was the bad guy. So I made one of those.
Paragoff says, close-up is great, I can smell the fire now.
Yeah.
JH says, we gotta get you guys set up with a big multi-camera setup, production switcher and mics for everyone. I want all the close-ups.
Well,
Listen,
yeah.
We're working on it. We're working
Yeah,
on
we'll
it.
get there. A computer can only handle so many webcams, and this system's limit is 3. So,
Cobweb says, bam! Sorry I'm late. I had to punch in Snowman in his face, a big face, a Ron Perlman-sized face.
that's a big face.
Dan Yarnhunt says, is the Drunken Sculpting Monster Camp course offered soon?
We can discuss it. All right, so I'm happy with this torso. I do want to move on to some other things. I'm going to grab some plastic. Meanwhile, I'll set this up to Rue, who is doing some sculptoroniing.
Oh, Baroni.
JH says, if you smell the tape fire long enough, you'll start to taste colors.
Is that on, Rue? Can you put the camera tripod?
Oh, try it. Okay. After moving the TikTok.
Making Stacy work today.
I know. Clay Goodwin 01 says, Stacy, congrats on Hong Kong. Hope to see you there. Yes, we'll definitely see you there.
Hooray.
Teaching a class.
Hi guys.
Cobweb says, I love the color potato.
So what I am currently working on is we were working on a werewolf that was Lance Pope's werewolf for a couple weeks back there, and we had to remake his hands. So we finally got the hand in the glove. By the way, these are tiny. I cannot get my hand into them. And this is 40 years old. So, yeah, I don't even dare try putting my hand inside of this because it could shred. Just thinking about it. But yeah, I've got these werewolf hands that I am remaking in Lance's style.
Brown
That's
Burdette says, I would go to Drunken Sculpting Monster Camp. Creative Goof says, no snow over here, but rain might be coming back. Maybe I'll make a mud man. Heck yeah. Karagoff says, great idea. Costume takeover sounds fun. Yes. Frost Spider says, yes, the Stilby Studios TV show. I'd be all for that. Oh, listen. Just you wait.
I have a TV show in mind. We'd have to stop doing like everything else for like 6 months.
Osbot has given up.
Yeah, he does that.
Dan Yarhunt says it's spring weather here, so I'm good. Creative Duke says, as for Drunk Monster Camp, I probably wouldn't get anything done. Alcohol makes me sneaky. Let me see if I can wait though. All right. He's there. See. Yeah, there you go. He's got you. Nailed it.
Okay.
John Hayes asked, would bubble wrap melt more holes?
Yes, but they might be uniform. That's the issue, is that it's such a repeated texture, you'll see that over and over again. Want to get some close-ups?
Yes.
Creative View says, it depends on how motivated I am too. Ezekiel says, punching snowman, Rue for 2024? Edson Good says, Rue is his biggest fan, yay!
Punching Snowmen sounds like a band name.
Poison Sumac says, very nice, Rue.
I'm just sitting out here punching snowmen.
Poor Haley says, I want to try and come down to Dallas this haunt season to be with you guys.
Come on,
Yeah, come on.
That'd be great.
bring your sweet jester costume, yo.
Carolina Kiwi Creations says, the only problem I have in the main hands is the wrists come out too small.
Wrists are a problem. In order to make wrists look good, they've got to be too small. But then if you want to put it on like a glove, you have to have your, what I do is I do like thick tendons, and that gives you an accordion point for your glove to expand.
Cobweb says, you can totally punch a snowman and kick him in his charcoals. Ezekiel says, if you fall asleep in drunk monster camp, you may wake up with things drawn on your face. Just saying.
This is Drunk Monster Camp,
I don't know.
JH says, if you guys want to do a show, I'd love to help. I'm a broadcast engineer.
Oh, very
So
cool.
we may pick your brain.
Honestly, I have a TV show that I like want to do.
It's really cool. I've heard the pitch.
But first, I gotta lose like 50 pounds so they let me on the TV.
Which you're well on your way to.
Close. Let's get
So is it just not as cold back here? Are the heaters working?
It was 70 degrees today.
Is that what Russell is? Nice, nice. Think the air back.
So I'm using this stuff for muscles. Is it amazing for muscles? No, it's not amazing. Oh, no one's looking at me either. Oh, are we on this camera?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. I'm just trying to fluff out some muscle groups.
Brian Burdett says, they make big TVs now. I think you'll be fine.
No, they don't like the chubbos on TV. They don't last long.
Ezekiel says, it's a swamp down under, 100 degrees and rain. It's nasty, moist, and the wife isn't sweet. Left me alone with the parasites. I mean kids.
They're parasites.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts asked, is that bubble wrap?
This is pallet wrap. This is just plastic. I would rather use black plastic. This will be more work to paint, but this is what I have. And bothered to look for.
Rue, you're on the TikTok.
Oh, I am the TikTok.
I say goodnight
Hi,
to
TikTok.
Alex.
Good night, Alex.
Hello, dog.
Love your face. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Alex has been here since 10 a.m.
Fat hand.
All
Doing
of us have been here since
stuff. Okay, we've all been here since 10 a.m. I just didn't want anyone to think that Alex was a slacker, and that's why Alex was leaving.
In no way.
You can think that.
All that need is not one to bend.
Yarr. You want to grab her?
No, I need to do it.
Reese's Lovely Thought says, okay, cool.
Nice to have a common sense.
Yeah. It is. Ooh, that has flavor.
Spray adhesive.
Yeah. Showing up.
That's 77 now.
That soup was 77.
See, they have high strength 90 and they have super 77. Super 77 is better than high strength 90.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I'd say almost always.
John Hayes says, I just seen a funny commercial, reminded me of your scarecrows. The lady is frustrated saying while running in the field, when you want a job done right, you gotta do it yourself. Starts yelling.
I could heat gun this. Or I could get the blowtorch back out. Guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Get the blowtorch.
Yeah, it's fire.
I'm gonna spin you around so you can light things on fire on TikTok.
All right.
Bye.
I did a thigh muscle and a calf muscle, and then I did a wrap on this one. This should just tighten it up. And I'll have to do about 4 or 5 of these to get enough layers.
1980 says, which would be a better fluffer, manually manipulating or vacuum pressure?
Fluffer?
I assume he means
If you're
for the
fluffing
plastic.
out, then manual. Vacuum is really good at crushing pressure. Every now and then we'll do a nice skull mold, a skeleton mold, where we put plastic over the whole thing, suck it down to a board, and just mold that. And those look pretty cool.
Dead End Yard Hunt says thumbs up. At least nothing's trying to kill you yet. Oh, she was dressed as a scarecrow. That makes that commercial make way more sense. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. She's dressed as a scarecrow.
She was outstanding in her field.
There you go. Carolina Kiwi Racing says, gonna be building my own hackle with steel afro picks. Way easier, cheaper than buying one, which runs over $200.
You can get a cheap hackle. I saw hackles on Temu, if you don't mind supporting some minor Chinese terrorism.
Totally not.
Ezekiel says, friendly reminder, don't Google flubber.
Don't Google what?
Flubber.
Yeah, don't do that.
John Hayes says, I don't hear your dogs.
We are not at the house, John. We are actually at dark hour.
The shop has moved.
Yeah, in the past couple years, there's been a few changes. One of which being we purchased Dark Hour Haunted House.
Yeah, the trick is, with popping over to the tripod cam, I gotta turn it back to Osbot so it doesn't go to sleep. So you're on tripod cam right now.
Oh, I got it. If you change cameras.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, you're not using me.
1980 says Shannon would have caught that, Stacey. She probably would have. That's why they pay me the mediocre bucks. Thomas K says Amazon has hackles for $20 to $30. If you want excellence, you go with Shannon. You want acceptability, you go with me.
That's not right.
John Hayes says, are you going to add leather dyes antique?
Probably not. I don't use as much leather dye because I stopped making the stuff I like, the saddle tan in the big bottle. So I don't use them as much as I used to.
Cobwebs asks, I gotta ask, WTF is a hackle?
Hackle is a board full of steel spikes. I don't even know where to point. There's a board full of steel spikes.
You're on the tripod.
It's a board full of steel spikes. It's about 4 inches by 8 inches. And you use it to separate and comb through wefts of hair and for blending wefts of hair when you are doing serious hair work.
Creative Duke says, I think that Alan might have made a video tutorial on how to make shackles. If not, there's my idea.
I think I have, but I also ruined a dryer attempting to make chain. I won't tell that whole story until my wife is gone.
Ezekiel says, I'm too scared to even Google hackles. If you're watching on TikTok, we are reading comments from YouTube. If you comment here, we'll read your comments as well.
Yeah, we also.
Yeah,
All right.
that was
If
Bruce
you just
Lee.
heard
That
the
was
scream, no.
Oh.
If you heard that scream in the distance, Rue touched the hackle board.
Ah, there you go.
Hackle bit me.
Yeah, it always does. Never trust a hackle board. It's
It's mighty.
it's this son of a gun. And when I say that these are sharp, they are. Did you just reach over to grab it?
Yeah, I drop it. And
you tried to catch it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, as Gilbert Godfrey would say, you fool!
Yeah, they're sharp.
Yeah. Oh, very sharp. Don't touch me. Take this away from me. I cannot resist.
Carolina Kiwi Creation says Amazon ones are handheld. I want to make a stationary one to blend and flip hair.
Just screw it down. Just drill holes in the corners and screw it down. Then it's stationary.
Stephen Haynes says, what's happening, creepers? Let's go make stuff.
Hello. Yes. Good to see you on.
1980 says, pro tip, remove the merkin before applying the hackle.
Yeah. So much blood.
Cobweb says, like a giant steel toothbrush.
does not know.
Ezekiel says, now get the tangleberries out. Hey, Ezekiel, is a tangleberry
Yep.
akin to a
Dingleberry?
dingleberry? Okay, just
I would assume
confirming.
that a dingleberry and tangleberry are at least cousins.
There you go. Cobweb says, and the dingleberry. Perfect. Want to See the World asks, what am I watching?
Okay, so where is Want to See the World?
Want to See the World is on TikTok.
Oh, okay. So we have a channel called Still Beach Studios on YouTube, and this is it's very difficult for me to separate who I am as a person from what I do for a living, but we do haunted house stuff, and this is us making a corpse. I needed photos of me making a corpse more than I needed a corpse. Sometimes life is weird that way, so I am making a corpse so that I can get photos of it, so that I can promote a class that we're doing on corpsing. So I'm using a lot of different techniques of turning a plastic skeleton into a corpse because they're different. Yes, technically a skeleton is, all corpses have skeletons,
Not all
but
skeletons.
not all
are corpses.
skeletons are corpses. Well, no, they are, because something
Yeah, I was
died,
gonna say something died.
but it's
We want the meat though.
we're adding the meatiness.
All skeletons are corpses, but not all corpses are skeletons.
Yes, that
They
is
have
true.
skeletons.
Want to See the World says, cool, on TikTok. Cobweb says, is it streaming on TikTok? Yes. Yes,
We
it
we
is.
are. This is my first time going live on the TikTok.
Caroline Nolan says, hi,
They're
everyone.
calling it.
Hello.
Carolina Kiwi Creation says, that hackle that Alan just showed, where did it come from?
I think that one came from Friends Beauty Supply in Los Angeles. Well,
Here it just came from the
Yeah.
well, yeah, the other room over there. That's where it came from. But that was purchased when Dark Hour was built in 2013.
Creative Juice says, I assumed that hackles meant shackles, but hackles are part of the animal's legs, am I right?
No, okay, no. Yes, no. Hackles are a tool used for hair work. So it's a hackle board is what it is. And animals have hackles also. It is normally a ridge of hair that runs down their spine. So if you hear an animal someone say that animal's hackles are raised, that means that hair is standing up because they are agitated.
And a hackle board is called that because it looks like that.
Because it's all standing up and you get agitated.
Want to See the World on TikTok says, you're doing a great job.
Why, thank you.
And
It is my
Macabre
first day.
Intentions on TikTok also says hello.
Who says it?
Macabre Intentions.
Hello, Macabre Intentions.
Dead End Yarn Hunt says, welcome, ticks. 1980 says, octopus corpse debunks that fact.
Is it still it is an octopus corpse.
Do
Yeah.
they call it a corpse when it's an animal?
One
Because
of the-
You don't do an autopsy for an animal, it's a necropsy. But
Really, it's a necropsy? They don't call it an autopsy?
No, not
Okay.
on an animal.
So do they call it a corpse?
Unclear.
No one could speak to a corpse, of course.
Cobweb says a dead octopus is technically a corpse. Well, there you go. Linda Tuttle, aka Tutworks, says, hello everyone.
Onyx on the moon! Well, I don't know where to look.
You're still on the tripod.
See, when there's 3 cameras, I lose focus.
Now you're back on the Ozbot.
As if I had focus. Now, where am I now?
You're on the Ozbot.
Hello, Ozbot. Let's see if it does the thing.
Yeah,
It's not,
you
it's
can
not
zoom.
zooming. There you go.
Is it zooming in?
It is not zooming in.
Put your hand in.
I have to get closer.
L7
Yeah, okay. They're just thinking I'm flashing gang signs.
JH says carcass for animal, right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
carcass.
that might be the correct word.
Isn't that a band?
Carcass.
Yeah.
Ezekiel says a hackle is a werewolf ridgecomb.
Okay.
We're cracking up on some Creative Doof says the hairs raised on the back of my neck equals hackles. Got it.
Them hackles, though. Yes,
Dem hackles.
those are your hackles.
Ezekiel says carcass is a band.
Okay, I thought so.
1980 says, my octopus has 8 legs and I can't stand it. Want to see the world asks, what state are you guys from?
Texas. We're in
in
Texas. Have you seen Texas, or do you still want to see it?
Masked Slasher says, hey everyone.
Woo! Last time that Mass Slasher was here, they asked questions and ran.
Back on the tripod cam for up close. Cobweb says, Cannibal Corpse is a band.
Yes. I swear, like, their songs are all about, like, candy in an Easter basket, like, super happy stuff, but they're all like, follow those rebel eggs and yeah. All right, now I'm going to flip you over.
Want to see the world is from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, very cool.
It's just a remake of the sweater song.
I'm reading a book right now. Well, I'm listening to a book right now about a cult in Rhode Island.
Really? A real one or a fictional one?
It's a fiction.
Want to see the world says it's the smallest state in the U.S.
So very odd, the way that I got to this series of books, it was one of my other book series mentioned a person, and they went into like such weird detail about that person. I'm like, that sounds like that's already a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was spoken with a little bit of weird reverence.
Yeah.
So then I Googled that, and it's a whole other book series
Nice.
by different author, but they do cameos of their characters in
That's
other
fun.
books.
I like that.
It is the Repairman Jack novels, the ones I'm reading now. I like a little bit of supernatural in with my vengeance. Please.
JH says Dying Fetus, also a band. Ryan Burdett says, I can promise you the songs are not about candy in the Easter basket.
Well, who knows, really? I mean,
Oh my gosh, Alan, Clown Tax, Chuckles the Clown on TikTok likes the live.
hello, Chuckles. Yeah.
And Chuckles the Clown says, just got the #1 gifter badge. Hey,
Hello. Yes,
it's that fire.
I don't understand gifts on TikTok, but apparently thank you.
Chuckles the Clown says, hey Alan.
Hello. Wait, do I know this, Chuckles?
I don't know.
Sometimes I know people that say hello to me, and sometimes I do not.
Creative Duke says, Grateful Dead is / was a band. Even though the corpse illustrations are depicted, Iron Maiden is an evil torture device and a horrible way to die.
So, Iron Maiden is actually not a medieval torture device.
It's a medieval torture device of lies.
It's a Victorian device that they
They passed
invented.
off as
They
a-
invented to put in medieval dungeons. Like, they didn't really have Iron Maidens.
Chuckles the Clown says, we've met many times, but you usually know me as Chelsea.
Aha!
Want to see the world says, I'll be back later on to check it out.
Okay.
Chuckles the Clown says, I'm excited to see your talks at Transworld this year.
Yeah, I got some fun ones. I need to do a video on those and put a... Every time I see someone like post about the classes they're teaching, I'm like, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah. Bill Bachelor says, Leaping Lizards are fighting live. I swear it's been 2 years. How are y'all?
We are very good. We're at Dark Hour Haunted House right now. That is where we're doing the lives from. We go live every Wednesday. I don't know if we'll continue going live on TikTok. Maybe.
See how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if anybody enjoys it.
Cowboy says, please don't say the C word. I feel attacks coming on. I didn't say the C word. I did say clown.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Oh, my bad.
And if it's in their name, you gotta say it.
Creative Dude, that is an absolutely acceptable mistake to make because they passed it off as a medieval torture device.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that was their intention, was to trick people into thinking it was a medieval torture device. If you think about it, it's not really very good torture because you would like die.
Carolina King of Creation says, Alan, you might enjoy a new author I found. writes shark books. Scar, Thresher, and Megalodon. Michael Cole is his name. He's not Steve Alty with the Meg series, but pretty close.
Neat. I will never remember that, and it would be hard to dig. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, my back was to you. TikTok.
We can move that.
Move back up a little bit,
Yeah, right.
just so when I work on his undercarriage, there's no issues.
Macabre Intentions asked, what is this year's haunt trend? Asking for a friend. Sorry guys, can you go kiss
What
his
is
friend?
the trend this year? This year's haunt trend. Is our question.
So, if you recall, we were a little bit ahead last year with mushrooms.
We were.
Last of Us had not. Another season of Last of Us is coming.
Yep.
And so there's that. I think that you're going to see more of that. I think that,
Yeah, Last of Us, Stranger Things, still kind of holding out.
yeah, I do think that we're headed a little bit away from clowns. I think that goblins are going to go up a little bit, just goblins. I do.
You've been saying that for a while.
No. I said classic Halloween was going to be up, and it was. Pumpkins everywhere. But I really think that goblins are going to go. Goblin mode was the word of the year last year.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while for that to turn into haunts and thought.
Creative Doof says, what madness is this? John Hayes says, I checked Saddle Tan, seen this for one quart on Amazon.
EcoFlow Saddle Tan from Tandy Leather Supply is the good stuff.
Matthew Keller on TikTok says 1980 NKE is awesome.
I see. That's possibly some insider trading going on.
We think so too. Rylan Burnett says medieval executions were way worse than the Iron Maiden.
So I will tell you what. I have built several torture devices for Renaissance festivals, and I redid an entire torture museum. What am I looking at? Is it?
And you're at the trial.
Okay. Wait, that one.
Yes.
Okay, and I will tell you, it was depressing doing research for that. Like for 2 or 3 months, having your head into books about torture, that's depressing. Yeah, but we made some cool stuff.
Alan, are we doing resin claws on this?
Same way.
Same way?
We got to grab the claws that were over here. All the claws are over here somewhere, taken off, and then
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, those claws fit.
Am I sculpting them
And
or am I?
if you look, it's very weird. We're going to mold those so everything's as close to original as possible. The finger goes down and the claw actually attaches here.
Yep.
Weird.
Ezekiel says, I'm so poor at the moment I can't even pay the seat tax right now. Bill Bachelor says, the last time I caught you live was from shopping or home. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Alyssa Nobles on TikTok says, hey friends from LK's sister.
Hello.
Grim says, hello from California on TikTok.
Hello. I go live from the house normally on Sundays for my action figure channel. Because that's something that I can do small and by myself. And you just look at the table the whole time while I work on something.
Ezekiel says there's still a million damn Michael Myers mask makers.
There are, but they don't normally show up at Transworld because it's not the collector's market. Transworld is a trade show for haunted attractions. So not a lot of haunts use Michael Myers because licensed character, all that stuff.
Steve on TikTok asks, are those real bones? Who was that man?
These are, this is plastic.
Swearsies.
Yeah, you know what? You might have to say that now
Yeah.
on the TikToks.
Not an actual corpse.
Yeah.
Corpse of life.
No corpses were harmed?
No people were harmed in making this video. Alyssa Noble says she's Laura's sister.
Okay. Oh, all right. That actually makes sense.
Cobweb says, I'm so poor I can't afford free cheese. Carolina Cuban Creation says, goblins? Is that a porn?
You don't have to read that.
I'm down for a goblin resurgence. Let's turn them against the gnomes. Creative View says, nah, property taxes anymore. Property taxes will be criminalized. John Hayes asks, what do you use for animal skeletons, like cows, etc.?
Well, we're in Texas, so if you want a cow skeleton, they are easy to get. Probably going off the side of my road.
Steve on TikTok says, the police are on the way.
Again. Oh. All right, so we actually did have the police come here once. They came here before our Walpurgis show because someone told them that we were a cult. Someone told them that we were a cult and we were actually killing people in the building. So a policeman rolling his eyes was like, I have to look around because, so he got a tour of the haunt. And what's funny was that particular show, we were having an artist on stage who was doing spray painting and like spray paint art. And so the whole stage was covered in taped down plastic like it was a kill room. And I'm like, we're doing some spray paint stuff up there. Because that was a little bit awkward.
Grim on TikTok says, you're not doing a great job until the cops get called on you.
I'm explaining that we're not actually killing people in a kill room.
JH says, I'm calling my broker, put it all on goblins. Chris Underhill says, I used the pumpkin heads everywhere in my haunted house last year. Dead End Yarmont says, I think glitter gnomes are going to be big this year. Goblin says they're big every year, Lord. Bill Bachelor says, Movies is making a comeback with a new movie in the works. Rylan Burdett says, Alan, I read a diary written by a 16th century executioner, so I'm well aware of how depressing that research can be.
So I also think that like you're going to see a trend towards like kids horror with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out. I mentioned I went through my mascot phase and I'm done with that, but I do think that you'll see some mascot characters type stuff for sure.
Thank you, Scott Colbert, for the link to the EcoFlow Gel Antique.
That is the good stuff.
Creative View says Glitter Goblin, that could be neat. Carolina Cuban Creation says Gremlins 3 is also supposed to be in the works.
Glitter Goblin was my dancing name in college.
HBK Style says, ever thought about showing your work to Hollywood?
No. Oh. All right, so here we go.
Here we are again.
All right. I am very happy with what I do. I am not a movie special effects artist who has failed and settled for haunts. Haunts are my passion. Like that's what it's my calling is haunted houses. So I'm not doing this because I can't get into Hollywood. I've never tried, I've never cared. I don't like their processes as much. In movies, you work on something for 6 months, it's on screen for 6 seconds, and you can't talk about it for 6 years. So I'm just not a fan of that process and that way of doing things and making things. And do I think that they're phenomenal artists? Absolutely. I like a lot of the camaraderie things that I've seen as far as working on crew sets, but even that's like 80s and 90s. I don't know that it's the same anymore. I want to do haunt work that's right in your face. You can't fix it in post. You can't glue it down between takes. It's gotta go. It's gotta happen. That's what I like.
Sean Roberts Bears says, hello, Alan and Proof, Illinois.
Hello.
On TikTok. Haunted 78 says, hello, sheeting a corpse on skeleton. Cool. On TikTok. Next Jamie says, goblins be hot because of Doctor Who.
Because of what?
Doctor Who.
Okay.
Farmer Readaville, hey Jake, says, wolf hands.
Hi, Jake.
Todd Williams says, recommends goblins. Stripping ghouls says, collecting roadkill is illegal in Texas. Dead in Yardman says, how'd they find out? Creative View says, I'm surprised that William Shatner hasn't threatened to sue over his facial likeness being used to stalk people. Todd Webb says, well, if you stood outside a Transworld, you'd think you were at a mass cult meeting.
Think you at a what?
A mass cult meeting.
Yeah. Of chain smokers.
Yeah. David Aubrey said, what's up, Alan? Sincerely, Horror Pops on TikTok.
You mentioned Stranger Things. Like, if you saw the Stranger Things house that was in the news where the girl was floating and stuff, that's David Aubrey. Amazing haunters we got to meet, I think, last Transworld.
Brenda Holman asks, do you have a video on how to make hot hue clouds? I don't know, that I can hang from the ceiling to hide a wall.
I don't have the videos, but if you message me, I can send you links. because there's some really cool stuff that you can do. You use chicken wire, and then you use not the cotton batting, but the fake cotton batting. What do you call that? Polyfill. Yeah, polyfiber, polyfill. You use that, you just poke it into the chicken wire and leave it all fluffy. And then if you put like tape lights or LED lights behind it, really beautiful. You can even then spray paint them gray or black because the light's going to shine through. You have beautiful thunderclouds.
David Aubrey said, yep, unfortunately we cannot make Transworld this year on TikTok. Haunted 78 says, I don't know what y'all are saying. Shrug. Yeah, PB here.
Peanut butter?
Unclear. Cobweb says, I've never watched a single episode of Doctor Who ever. That's okay, Cobwebs, I watched all of them for you.
Yeah, I haven't never watched a full episode myself.
Ezekiel said, me neither, Keith, and I had to sit through a 3-year-old nephew explaining Pikachu.
When I was a kid, I could stay up late enough to watch Red Dwarf, and Doctor Who was on after that, but I was always asleep.
Caroline PB Creation says, Smoky Roadkill in North Carolina is legal. I do it often. I have a nice opossum and skunk in my freezer this week, and a baby fawn from 2 months ago.
You're weird.
Collecting roadkill in Texas became illegal because the deer population was taking such a hit because Texans will just put giant cattle guards on the front of their trucks and run over deer.
They were hunting with pickup trucks.
John Hughes says, question, there's saddle tan for 1 quart on Amazon. Is the question, is that good? Or?
So, Tandy EcoFlow Gel Antique. Tandy EcoFlow Gel Antique Saddle Tan Leather Stain is the good stuff.
Bob Bowie says, just heard you and Robert on the Big Scary Show podcast. It was a great segment.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, they wanted to talk about our Haunter class and the video series that we do. That's a mask making class that people can order. www.haunterclass.com, which is if you can't come to Monster Camp and come to us, then we have a really nice video class format that you could get and watch at home.
Matthew Keller on TikTok says, that 1980 NKE full of good humor and random facts.
I suppose. Random facts and good facts.
Ron Sheps asked, what's the name of your miniature channel?
It's not miniatures, it is action figures. It's Masters of the Universe action figures, and it's only the bad guys. So, very niche. It is Vine Jungle Figure Factory, because the Vine Jungle is where Beastman is from, at least in the mini comics. They retconned that, where he was from the Berserk Islands later.
John Hayes asked, what's that chocolate brown looking mascot thing in the background?
That is a meatball costume. Why do you ask?
Paragon says, real good Doctor Who, love it. Red Dwarf is superb, wonderful homegrown sci-fi, and yes, I'm up really late right now. It's gone 2 a.m. here in the UK.
Yeah.
Bob Boy says, the Stranger Things Monsters did an early bird free class last year and it was captivating.
Yes, that's right.
Speaking of which, David Aubrey on TikTok says, we want to come out to a monster camp so bad. What is the youngest age allowed also?
If you message my wife, we'll talk. Because there is, like officially it should be 18 and up, but if their parents are here, that's a little bit something else. And you know your kids better than we do. So we've had students as young as 12. We've had 12-year-olds that I would gladly have back, and we've had 40-year-olds that I wish would never come. So, you know your kids better. It's about attention span. One day is 12 hours of sculpting. 12 hours focused on something this big. So it's tough for some youngsters. And Rue.
Cobweb says you can keep your deer hits in Indiana. You ever see a guy stuff a dead deer in a Honda Civic hatchback?
I've done that. Wish I was kidding.
Ezekiel says, I wouldn't have a clue if collecting roadkill in Australia is illegal. Pretty sure we have the same concept as Texas when it comes to mowing down animals on roadways.
Good times.
Ron Shepp says, you had me at Masters of the Universe. David Aubrey on TikTok says we have an enthusiastic 14-year-old that we may want to include. But yeah, I do agree with a 12-hour day.
I'm wearing a Beast Man shirt right now.
Beast mode.
I hope.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Are in fact.
I put them on in the morning and then I don't see them again. So you never know.
I
I don't have any like inappropriate shirts, so at least that worry was not a worry.
Cobweb says, see Bruno's. Oh, David Aubrey sent us a rose on
Why,
TikTok.
thank you. Yeah, so pool noodle work,
Yeah.
check out their channel at some point in
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Because all of the Stranger Things like spires from the Upside Down, they did them out of twisted pool noodles.
That's boss.
Yeah.
You have my admiration and sympathy.
Stacy was working on pool noodle roll cages for the past couple weeks. Long story.
Ezekiel says, kamikaze kangaroos. Boom.
I need to grab another thing, so let's put the camera on Rue.
Spinny, spinny.
Rue is sculpting silently in the corner to himself.
1980 says, a rare look beneath Alan's apron. Space Freak 2 says, I'm sorry, He-Man in the Street says, what? Christian Tyler says, howdy creepers, just got out of a technical rehearsal on my way home. What's the job for tonight? We're corpsing a skeleton and Rue is sculpting some hands.
Yeah.
You know what, Alan? I didn't even notice that I was doing the right and this left.
Well, you will also have to.
I have to do both,
Yeah.
but like, I just think it's funny that I naturally started doing.
And are you upsizing?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Creative Duke says, also OG Masters of the Universe shop talk is always welcome in this stream.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of OG. I thought I was big on Masters of the Universe until I met Al.
And then what
However,
it was.
Alan's office is all themed in Castle Grayskull. My office is all themed in Snake Mountain because I got to build mine after Aiden.
What did we build?
I was saying that your office is totally themed in Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
And mine is themed in Snake Mountain because I got to build mine after you built yours.
Mine is, it's covered in Beast Man pictures, Wolfman pictures, Monster Squad posters, King Kong, Godzilla. Yeah.
Lots of King Kong, Godzilla on Alan's office.
Osbod is pointed at the ceiling.
You see it, it's coming fetch him.
Looking at the basketball.
Yes, he's in fact. Hi, there you are.
Hey, little buddy.
Little buddy, little buddy.
It's like, oh, there's a person. I love those things.
Jordan says, I remember those meatballs. Man, they look so much better than the old ones.
They are the old ones?
Listen, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Can you see the skeleton?
Yes.
Kind of. Close enough.
Yeah. Devin Yarnum says, kangaroo skulls, Ezekiel says, I recently showed the kids the He-Man cartoon. I didn't remember how annoying some of the voices were.
Many of the voices are annoying. And honestly, I'm not a giant fan of the cartoon. However, if you get a chance, on Netflix, they just released Revolution.
Revelations.
No, there was Revelation.
Revolution?
There was, the first series was Revelation,
Yeah.
and then the next series was Revolution.
Oh. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a continuation of, like, that was the new.
Well, okay, so men my age don't take some things very well. They did not like Revelation because it was a largely Teela-centric story,
Yeah.
and they did draw her rather muscular and butch, which was a fine thing. That series came to an end with Evil Lynn, going full muscle madam when she got a bunch of power. So a lot of dudes didn't like that. I thought the story was great. I really liked it. And that just didn't bother me. But Revolution was awesome because there's, however, no Beastman. Not in Revolution at all. Triclops is in there. Trapjaw is in there. Whiplash is in there. Clawful's in there. But no. Oh,
No.
Spikebore was in there. No Beastman.
All right.
Which, like, that's a big character to omit.
It is.
So, I think he went his own way, and he's going to be awesome in the next one if they get to do it.
If he gets his own spin-off. Clay Goodwin01 on TikTok asks Rue if he's familiar with the old TV show Biker Build-Off. He can pitch a show in that style, but Haunter's building props.
Yeah, I have seen all of the biker build-offs.
Haunted 78 says with Billy Lanes and Paul
That was-
Happy.
I went to I was going to motorcycle mechanic school while biker build-off was going on. So, yeah. I actually met pretty much all of those guys at one point. They all came and did talks at our school.
Heck yeah. Silly Zombie 666 says, I'm actually so glad you guys are streaming right now. I had to test my TV over my workbench.
Hooray!
Carolina TV Creations says on Temu, no hackle, but a lot of great fishing lures.
Oh, I had seen Hackles there.
Silly Zombie 666 is also Alan. We now know you've made it as a Haunter since you have your own pool noodle sponsorship.
Well, that's true. Listen, no one was happier than me to get a truck full of pool noodles. Okay.
Thank you, Scott Colehart, for the How to Make Cloud Ceiling link. Creative says Alan Scorpion, the skeletal guy, looks somewhat cute. Looks like Alan's covering with a paper one-piece pajamas. 1980 says, anyone else notice how Dollar Tree now sells multiple colors of pool noodles?
Oh, they do. They have a seasonal rotation. They have a seasonal rotation. Right now, you should be able to get white and red. And springtime, they'll do Mardi Gras colors.
And pink. White, red, and pink.
Oh, it's pink right now?
Yep, that.
And then it's red and green.
Jordan says, I meant the meatballs they had prior to the ones y'all made.
Oh. Okay. I enjoyed your rather low-key minor slap there. Lovely.
1980 says Revolution is way better than Revelations.
And you know what? I really enjoyed it. Like, there were some really good moments in it.
Grunge Haunts on TikTok says, I'm late to the party. What material is on the skeleton under the plastic wrap? It looks like worms.
Okay, that is actually camo duct tape. It's camo duct tape that I put on as a sheet, and then I hit it with the, what's that called? Blowtorch. Hit it with the blowtorch.
I knew you could get there.
There we go.
Yeah.
John Hayes says maybe aliens will be in because of the news with aliens. For what's going to be trending for Halloween.
You know what? I think that you're still going to see haunt vendors afraid of aliens.
Yeah.
Because they just don't do well. Like haunted houses with alien themes don't normally do that well.
Cobweb says, I'm a Thundercats guy. I'm lost on Masters of the Universe. Silly Zombie 666 says, I miss Indian Larry.
I think Sunday I will be on the Vine Jungle Figure Factory YouTube channel. I think I will be making Mum-Ra, actually.
Very nice.
So I'm making all the other big bads for Skeletor's Council. So, yeah.
Ezekiel, let's see. Creative Duke says Revelation was a Tila show. Muscle Lid was a weird addition too. Ezekiel says, have you had the chance to do some fishing lately, Alan?
No, I have not. But I've been making a lot of action figures. Like, that's what I've chosen to do in my downtime. That's something that I can easily do at the house, you know. I don't have to leave or become moist.
Adam Yard Hunt says, I like the Roadrunner and Coyote myself. Cobweb says, Biker Build-Off was rigged. My buddy lost to Indian Larry.
He lost what?
Yeah, he said his buddy lost to Indian Larry on that show. He was predetermined. Creative Duke says, OG Thundercats was awesome. Brave Star was the shiz. Filmation's Ghostbusters was my go-to as a kid.
Okay, now was Filmation's Ghostbusters the one with the gorilla or the one with Slimer? Who was your useless comical character?
Cobweb says I dig Brave Star. I did dig Brave Star.
Brave Star was a lawless planet. They needed 1,000 lawmen. They got one. That was enough. Brave Star!
Ezekiel says I'm sus on y'all's TV and movie recommendations.
Listen, I don't care what you say. Princess Bride is a great movie.
Best
Don't
movie
even
ever
feel
made.
bad. Still in my top 5.
You can be wrong. Yeah, it's okay. We're still friends.
1980 says, speaking of Masters of the Universe, they just updated Eternia's release with Modi Pix.
Yes, so Modi is the little monster that was like, I had an Eternia playset as a kid. So, and somewhere in my mother's basement, are probably the 3 towers are still there because she throws nothing away.
Sure.
But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, in the moat of the Eternia playset, there was a little monster that was like just part of it. It was sculpted into the bottom. Like they sculpted details. There were some bones, there was like half a broken sword, and the little Modi monster. Well, in the new Eternia playset, they have made a Modi figure that goes with it.
Nice. JH, has anyone ever done aliens from the point of view of multidimensional beings with maybe a demonic twist?
Okay. You mean as a haunted house or like in general? Because as a haunted house, maybe, but they wouldn't have any time to tell their audience that. That is a mouthful, and it's just too much to get across.
I mean, I think you have like the thing.
What's
but
that?
technically is an alien.
There's no demons mixed in.
No demons.
You got to mix in demons.
Fair, fair.
What's that movie? Has the guy from Jurassic Park in it.
Which guy from Jurassic Park?
To narrow it down.
The main character that's not
Jeff Goldblum, we'll call him.
Jeff Goldblum.
Okay. Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
Into the Mouth of Madness.
No.
That's
Space
fine.
movie.
Oh,
Event Horizon?
Yes, that's the one.
Event Horizon.
We got there.
Gray
That's
on,
demonic alien.
Gray is on TikTok and she says, "Oh my God, Alan, what are you doing here?" I think she means on TikTok.
Look at me.
It's made out of cotton balls.
I started TikTok live tonight and I already feel younger. No, just this is another platform for. How did you find us? That's the weird part.
Let's see. Rhea Goof says yes to Mama the Other Living, and Filmation's Ghostbusters had a gorilla. He was actually a smart one.
Okay.
Cobweb says, but they have a bunch of Mum Rock figures. Your job is done.
You know what though? I want to make my own, and the problem is the new Super 7 Mum-Ra figures are 7-inch, and I have to scale this to a 5.5-inch Motu World is the problem.
JH says Eternia playset. That's a big time flex. 603 Volt, I did remember how to pronounce your name, says just finished watching your pool noodle body video. Congrats on 100K subscribers on doing what you love.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
JH says, yeah, Haunted House, RE, the multidimensional beings with the demonic twist.
Yeah, the Eternia playset. If you had the Eternia playset when I was a kid, like, that was like the big, that was like having the battleship. The
aircraft carrier.
The aircraft carrier.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. There were.
We won't talk about how you got
There are reasons and caveats as to why and how I got that
Yes.
that I'm not going to go into here. But I earned that sucker. Okay.
603 Volt asks, out of curiosity, are there any good voice changers out there that are worth it?
All right. So, in my opinion, you should make your own and run it through a guitar pedal. Is how I have seen the best ones done. You use one of the mini guitar amps. You run your mic through a guitar pedal to change the compression and whatnot. But you find an effects pedal that you like for the voice, and that's how I would do it. You run into a lot of feedback issues with most of the purchasable ones.
Gray on TikTok says, I was just scrolling through TikTok and suddenly I saw and heard my mother's voice. Hi. Hi, Gray.
And you hit the beer and continue.
Cobweb says, G.I. Joe aircraft carrier is flexing. JH
Oh, yeah.
says, Pandorum too, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Creative Duke says Filmation's Ghostbusters and the real Ghostbusters with Slimer as a mascot character are often easy to confuse. I was rather bitter with the last show because I assumed they were the reason that the Filmation series went away. Bill Batchelor says top 5. Number 1, Young Frankenstein. Number 2, Big Trouble in Little China. Number 3, Strange Brew. Number 4, Princess Bride. Number 5, Blazing Saddles.
I'd have to watch Strange Brew. I don't think I've seen that one. I have seen all of the others.
You wouldn't like Strange.
Creative Duke says
Thanks.
Young Frankenstein and Princess Bride for the win. Cowboy says Mum-Ra is physically bigger than all of Thundercats and the mutants, unless you're doing Decrepit.
Decrepit Mum-Ra is the one that I want.
Alexandria Godwin joining us on TikTok says the live engagement. Gasp! Go influencer Alan.
What?
And she said the live engagement. Co-influencer Alan.
It's me.
Mr. GLXY on TikTok says nice.
Thanks.
Gray says, wait, y'all are on YouTube too?
Yes, we're double dipping.
Multitasking.
I have a buddy that had an aircraft carrier too. When I was a kid. Did not know anybody that actually had a Journey.
So I think I was in Maryland, so it was a different market, and we had them. We could get them. It wasn't hard to get them.
Eternia or the aircraft carrier?
Eternia.
Do you know anybody that had the aircraft carrier?
My cousin did,
Yeah.
but I never wanted it because I wasn't a GI Joe guy.
Yeah. Same.
I didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
I would get Transformers and I would trade them for He-Man action figures.
Yeah, that tracks. Gray says, hi, did you miss me? She's on YouTube now.
Oh, hello, Gray.
Yes.
Hi, Gray. I love you.
Gray, did you enjoy your Elf debut? You were an Elf for the last show,
Last 2 shows.
last 2 shows. Did you enjoy it?
Ron Shep says, Alan is so happy playing with fire.
You know what? It makes nice textures.
Way to go.
Wife, when is the corpsing class?
We have a course in class this summer, and it is standby. July 28th, that is a Sunday.
Sunday, July 28th.
It's a combo weekend, so we have airbrush on Saturday the 27th, and the next day corpsing lab on July 28th.
And everybody comes to the class. I'm going to show 6 or 7 different corpsing techniques, and you'll leave with a skeleton that you corpsed in class.
Gray says, I loved it. My back did not. Shift Gear Media on TikTok says, us Atrox miss you and the team, and Wooshbong.
Hey! Good to see you on.
Bill Batchelor says, someone doesn't like Strange Brew? That just hurts.
I haven't seen it. Bruce says I wouldn't like it. I tend to believe him.
JH says, I was all in on G.I. Joe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I could handle some of the turtles.
I did have Rambo and Bravestar stuff as well, some hand-me-down Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, and Thundercats. Creative Duke says that's Ancient Spirits of Evil powered Mum-Ra. The powered-up appearance that he had on New Thundera is still my favorite one by far. It was shown again before he was banished to New Thundera, and I saw Strange. Dead End Yard Hunt says, my wife making the drunken sculpting class happen. Cowboy says, I love the New Thundera episodes later on in the series. 1980 says, I have G.I. Joe, Sky Strikers, Night Raven, and a Rattler. I love the Jets, but I didn't really want a giant boat.
Them boats, though.
Them boats, no.
Okay, right now this guy's a little willy-nilly. I need a hot glue gun.
What hot glue gun?
This is a big one.
Just a big one?
Yeah.
Black or?
Doesn't matter.
I keep having to stop myself from sculpting this the way I want to.
Right. Yes. Don't forget to go a little deeper though in the fingers.
Yep. I'm going to. These are all leaving them together so they don't all dry out separately.
Then you'll cut them out.
Cut them out later. Then tricks though.
Dem tricks. If you're just joining us on TikTok,
Hello.
we are also live on YouTube.
Right.
If you're on YouTube, we're also live on TikTok.
Same show. 2 different places.
I wish I had a $20 bill for every time I unplug one thing while I'm holding the other plug and I throw down the wrong thing.
Yeah. Oh
And then I'm
yeah.
holding 2 plugs. I'm like, no, this is the worst kind of party.
All
Need
right.
to get one of these.
On TikTok, Chai Cherokee says, okay, you're live, but what are you doing?
I'm making a corpse. So we're taking a plastic skeleton and we are what we call corpsing it. This is haunted house prop making stuff. Yeah, we're doing. It's a plastic skeleton, and I'm about to plug in Thor's glue gun here. There we go.
Reese's Lovely Thought says, ouch. Ezekiel says, I never liked superhero dolls, Transformers, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And my kids love Transformers. Ugh.
Ezekiel, listen. We don't call them dolls. They're action figures. That's very important.
Reese's Lovely Thought says, I hope your thumb is okay, bro.
Yeah, I got it good. I got the napalms.
Soft.
I went from Motu to Ninja Turtles. I had a lot of Ninja Turtles.
As the baby in the group, I went straight to Ninja Turtles.
The second time.
The second. By the time it was an animated cartoon. Cobweb says the OG Transformers were cool but really campy until the movie where Bumblebee got killed 5 minutes in. Game changer. Dead End Yargon says we had sticks and rocks to play with and we liked it. I didn't have any action figures to play with.
Listen, like as a kid, like Optimus Prime dying, like it's like, whoa, okay, they did that. They killed the main good guy. And then they tried Rodimus Prime, and no one liked Rodimus because he was like the substitute teacher.
Yep.
Ezekiel says dolls, Crocs, and Princess Bride. Haha, you can't convince me otherwise.
Once you go Crocs, you don't go back. Tell me.
No, I found the upgrade to Crocs.
Gray says, what dolls did I play with, Mom? Sailor Moon? Yeah, we had some Sailor Moon dolls, a lot of Barbie. There was a couple of Monster High dolls because even though the kids didn't really like them, I was like,
You
these are
did?
cool.
Yeah. You take these.
Listen, I would have shot someone for this as a child. Please enjoy it. And they were like, no. We don't enjoy
We don't like it.
We don't like it.
You will like it.
You will like it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. You were big on Barbie. We had some My Little Pony in there too.
Yeah.
And now Vivet.
I would heat gun his neck so I can get a good angle on it, but I have to unplug the hot glue gun in order to plug in the heat gun.
You could temporarily still power
What's
your
that?
phone.
Oh no, that cord is the computer. I don't want to
Yes,
unplug that
we would
one.
like to keep that in. Diane Verbal says, when I was a child, we had Star Wars action figures. Ezekiel says, magnifying glass and bugs was the real deal. That tracks, Ezekiel. From what I know about you, that tracks.
Oh, I had a lot of that too. I grew up country, so we weren't allowed to play inside.
Gray said Monster
Very.
High was scary though. Gray, I'm sure this will shock you, was terrified of everything.
Gray's still terrified of it.
It's gotten better.
Some of my favorite people are terrified of it.
Yeah. It was really fun to have her come into the show and get to experience the joy of scaring the crap out of people.
TikTok is getting a zoom in.
The aerial zoom. Ooh. Boom camera, like, whoa. 1980 says every kid still bugged their mom at the grocery store for the $1.99 knockoff toys.
Those are worth a lot of money now.
Take this in. It's the face.
Did it follow me?
No, it sure didn't.
That's all rude.
Yeah, as long as your face is there and I'm turned around, it's taking you.
That's one way to steal it. Can I get you to zoom?
You're too far away.
And thanks.
Nope. No zoom.
Maybe I can do it with just
I
that.
tried. I was really wondering what the heck was going on for half a second. Why is Alan grabbing my head?
And thanks. Nope.
I think it's zoomed all the way in.
It's entirely possible to zoom all the way in. Ezekiel says everything outdoors wanted to kill us, so action figures was not really an option. JH is like, grew up on what used to be a farm. I also had a stack of concrete blocks that I loved breaking glass on. What an era to grow up in.
Yeah.
Breaking glass. Cowboy says, kid shows in Australia, they put contestants in an alligator pit and timed them on how fast they would eat. Cowboy says, kid shows in Australia, they threw contestants into an alligator pit and timed them on how fast they would eat.
If they had alligators in Australia.
There you go. Ezekiel's on his game here. It's crocodile feet, and alligators are inferior.
Well, they're less spicy. They're not as angry. Whatever you did, crocodiles are mad about it.
Gray says this is like those new iPhone effects on FaceTime now. We were trying to get it to zoom in, and we did not successfully get it to zoom
Hey, I'm on TikTok. I should put on like some kind of weird beauty filter. Like just have long eyelashes for no reason.
in. Yeah. And if you're watching us on TikTok and just joined, which it looks like several of you just did, this is Rue sculpting some hands right now.
How many people are watching on TikTok? Like
I don't know how
9?
to tell. 92?
No.
94?
No, there's not 94 people watching us on TikTok.
Bet. That's... Don't die.
Tripped in a cord. That's called pulling a
91?
Rue.
I mean,
Hello, 91 people.
from what I can see, it's 91.
I'm sculpting hands.
83, losing them by the second.
Yeah.
Back to the skeleton.
This is the glove that Rue is sculpting. So there's the one on the right. That is the, and this is for people who are on TikTok. I'm sorry, I can't. Well, if I had my other hand, I could put the tripod camera over here.
You're on the house spot.
Ozbot's still
Anyway.
kind of watching us.
Yeah. All right, I see you, but you're behind your tool set to sculpt this. So, but anyway, yeah, there's the work.
And I'm re-sculpting an old, very old glove that was from another costume.
Gray says yes to the filter. She says Alan, makeup artist era. Linda Tuttle, aka Tutler, says this Stan, the guy who used to show his socks, still working.
No, he moved away and just doesn't want to drive this far. He moved to Arlington, which is about an hour and a half away. Like he moved to Farlington.
Ezekiel says, hopefully someone takes Taylor Swift quote unquote fishing when she tours here. 1980 says, I just added a knockoff electronic Super Knight to my Knight Rider collection. I now have most of the kit sizes from Hot Wheels to the electric talking Knight 2000 with Michael. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Cobweb says, yeah, Stan socks.
I did want a Knight Rider car. Like that would have been cool. I did have a Knight Rider big wheel for a while.
Greg, Ezekiel lives in Australia.
But the Knight Rider big wheel was cool, but all big wheels will eventually have their front tire split in half right down the seam.
It is
Oh
known.
yeah.
Diane Merkel says,
And
now
try to kill you in the process.
Yeah, while you're going 30 miles per hour on a big wheel.
Yeah. Down a hill.
Ezekiel says, Evil Knievel. Now that was the ultimate toy.
I had some Evil Knievel's. I had some Evil Knievels and some $6 Million Man toys.
I had the bike
Now we're at 144.
that I launched off of everything.
I also had, there was a Incredible Hulk that you would put an airline up to his back, or his thigh maybe? But anyway, he was, and you'd put him in a cage, you'd pump him up with air, and he would go, "Wah!" and break the cage. That was fun. His leg cracked, but I kept him for a long time. Incredible Hulk was one of my favorites as a kid, because he was a monster, and I like monsters. You're all shocked, I'm sure.
Dead End Yard Hunt says throwing live shrimp on the Barbie. Ezekiel says, I live in Australia, very close. Dead End Yard Hunt says, I still play with sticks making pumpkin rock stuff.
Yeah?
1980 says, I'm working on making a custom kit Power Wheel car. Ezekiel says, Big Jim had some cool stuff too.
I was, Big Jim was too old for me. Like, it was before my time.
Big Jim is where Cringer came from.
That's right. The tiger from Big Jim
Battle.
became Battle Cat. And the reason why Beastman exists is they were going to reuse the gorilla from Big Jim and turn him into Beastman. But they didn't, because those designs looked too much like Chewbacca, who was still a big hit.
Julie Tinsley says, we got up to 138, went back down. Good viewing for the first time, first live on TikTok. That was
Yeah.
a comment on TikTok.
And we barely know what we're doing.
Ray says, okay, bye-bye, I have to do my schoolwork for the day.
See ya, homie.
Live, laugh, love, hashtag working student, hashtag online school.
I don't think you hashtag in conversations, Greg. It's not how that works. That was so Gen Z of you. So that's flammable. Open the big door. Open the big door. The big door.
Oh, big one.
Yeah.
Well, that was some excitement.
Yeah. Till I have a place to put it. Sorry. Well, look, I hope that this dressing doesn't look cool, because that would be bad. That was awesome.
But did we get it on camera? Well, we got at least some of it on camera. Here we go. Let's go take a little side
So,
I'm gonna give him a spray.
trip. Now we know. Don't light that
That's-
on fire.
yeah. I forgot how fresh that
Oh,
was.
yep, sure.
I forgot that was fresh.
Sure was real fresh. Oh my gosh, you guys. That was exciting. Well, it's just burning briskly.
Oh, these plastic skeletons go up. Shall we?
Shannon is
Look
dead.
at this guy.
Ron Shep, safety third.
So,
Oh my goodness.
what's important is that you don't freak out.
Yeah, don't freak out.
Like, that's what's important. While the fire was here, the fire was contained. Wait for the door to get open. Don't run around the room with something on fire. That's a general rule.
Just a good idea.
So,
Has a flavor.
we may have a corpse outside.
Tom ever best show
So, yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm holding this on fire. I'm like, well, yeah, it's on fire. And then I'm like, oh, well, there's the can of stuff that's actively on fire. Let me get that off of here. And then I don't know if you noticed, but several small fires I beat out with the propane torch.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
God, you're special.
It's a metal can.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
fine.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we have 15 minutes left.
So it's,
Out the corner of my eye, I saw you take that torch
this is,
to the fresh
here's
spray
what's,
paint.
here's what's awesome. This is a lovely lesson in order of operations.
Yes.
Getting the order of operations correct is important. Because the order of operations is allow to dry and then blowtorch.
All right, here we go. Silly zombies. Here. Bill Batchelor says, "Oh my, be safe." Bill Batchelor, that's corpse. Greyhawk is now, what the hell? Ezekiel, quick marshmallow and Tim Tam s'mores. James says, that escalated quickly. Ethan's lovely thought says, yay, best life ever. All right. Silly Zombie 666, I look up and everything's on fire.
Yeah.
And then Yarda, that's what happens when I cook dinner. Silly Zombie 666, that seems like a normal life build stuff. Ron Shep says, safety third. Rylan Burnett says, fire. 1980 says, smoked ribs. Tom Everett says, best show ever. Rylan Burnett, this is how you make realistic burns. Greyhawk and only Alan can make something burst into flames and laugh.
No burns.
Says thumbs up, haha, the blueberries is a little extra seasoning.
Oh, they're commenting now, aren't they?
Space Freak Tuesday, you guys ever do one of those video clip intros? You gotta include that clip.
Make 100 corpses on YouTube, no one comments. Start one massive fire. Everybody wants to say something.
Oh, Julie Tinsley on TikTok. Oops, hope you got them good pics. Grunge Haunts, what a great new corpsing technique.
These glue sticks burn really well.
As it turns out.
That is surprising.
Yes. Bill National says, looks authentic. Dead end yard ones. That's how you do burnt corpse effects. Ron Shep, well, that's a new corpse technique. Right over that. Fight fire with fire, right? Megan Darren, glad everyone's okay, but thanks for that laugh. That's a good. Well, that was fun. Oh my god. The title says that was for the TikTokers. Freedom News is a flaming corpse. Well, that's one way to stay warm. Next News says eyebrow check. Nick Coffin says pee on him. Bill Bennett sources that too extreme to watch. Bob always says, will that make Haunter class?
Order of operations. Yes. This is a valuable lesson.
Facial hair check. Heck, check the top of your head to see if your hair is still there. Edson Glue says, geez, I was going to say all I played with Estes Rockets, and now here's the bottom barbecue with Plastics Kelly. Reese's loving us is freaking crying.
So
Tinsley on TikTok says, actually looks good on bottom part, the nice texture.
yeah, well, his pelvis is lovely. That was actually, you know what? You guys handled that really well.
We sprang into action.
I like expected. I ran for the door. I expected to turn around and see you. Like, yeah, it's gone.
It's still going?
Is it still going?
No, it's Uncle Owen.
That's terrific.
Okay, Alex, we need to leave that there.
Freaking sand people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill.
Please don't trip an alarm.
Bill Batchelor says, shop safety minute time. Ezekiel says, you have a fireman there, no harm done.
You know what? In all honesty, this wasn't that bad. The whole fire was like, what, 5 feet by 5 feet by 4 feet. Something like that. We've had way bigger fires.
In a laser.
Okay.
Ezekiel says, was Shannon busy watching cat videos and forgot she's a
No,
fire?
Shannon is
No,
sitting
she went to
behind
get the
us
fire
with really big eyes
extinguisher.
right now.
Right here.
Shannon is absolutely watching. And listen, she is absolutely a champ. This lovely woman ran to get the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, we also have one right over here.
We have one right there. I was
So,
getting the
but-
door.
This fire is contained. If we were in real trouble, I could have just wheeled this sucker out, but I was able to grab it. So, yeah, so that's what we do here.
Christian Ty Edwards says, oh geez, what happened? Oh, you missed it. Roll the feedback a couple of minutes. Creative Doom says, have a like. I stepped away. This stream is getting a rewatch. Bob Bowie says, so Shannon, any comments?
Yeah, so,
Grunge on TikTok says, gonna go check my fire extinguishers in my shop tonight. Good job.
well, so what happened was,
What happened?
I had used Flex Seal over the bottom half in order to make a skin like you do. And then I thought, well, I might as well do a little bit more. I can dry it and I can do a little more work on this with the blowtorch.
And then-
Forgot how flammable that was.
What had happened was, it
Out
caught
the
on fire.
corner of my eye, I saw you do that and I went, and just burst into flames. Yep.
Anything that smells that good, probably flammable.
J.H. says it looks fantastic though, a great effect. Brown Burnett says you can do it again. I wasn't paying attention. John Sheffield says it's surprising this is the first fire in all the years of lives.
This is not.
It is the first time
Live.
while we're live.
Oh, while we were live. Okay, yeah.
We'll shut up there.
Ted Argon says you need to use that in the haunt. Ezekiel says yay for Shannon. She didn't spill a drop of her beverage. Ted Argon says got a feeling that's how drunken sculpture class would go. Ron Shep says if that isn't getting TikTok views, I don't know what will. Nigeria says bring that corpse to the grave for Creeper Meetup. It needs a name and a place of honor in the live shop. Ezekiel says viral video in the haunt community. Tick. Nice to meet you. Says Buster has had Buster. You have Burster. It's not 666. This is just like when welders realize they shouldn't weld a gas tank.
Yeah, I mean, that was a friendly reminder.
We gotta get a picture of this out here. Hang on.
Oh, it's so great.
Is it Uncle Owen or Aunt Beru?
There we go.
Remember I was talking insurance all day?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got
Good times.
Ezekiel says, and folks, stand by folks for part 2. Bob Bowie says, great night for the first TikTok live.
Yeah.
And then Tuttle, aka Tuttlers, thinks he should be Fire Marshal Bill. Bill Basham says, maybe Alan needs a blowtorch assistant. Jordan Easel says, how much did I miss?
Good fire.
You missed a good fire.
You know what was a good fire? The double gutter.
Ed Luke says, Alan, aka Smarty Hops. J.H. says, Captain Crispy. Are we voting for names now?
This is what we've come
Naming
to.
this guy. 1980, thank you. Jordan's still back 8 minutes. Denny Arnold says, people are going to be sorry they didn't watch tonight. Well, listen, on the bright side, this is going to live in posterity.
This is not going, this is forever.
This is how you get YouTube Shorts. That's what happens.
Oh, my goodness. Good night, Scott Colhart. Thank you so much. Ezekiel says, just Mr. Jordan for an all-time great episode.
Hey, Rue, would you come break this jar so we can prop it open?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Ezekiel. He said, I can't believe there are no curse words.
I don't cuss, and you know what? None of you guys freaked out. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Nope.
Listen, I feel like all of us have absolutely lit something on fire that was more fire than we thought it was going to be. And I think literally all of us are not panic fire people. JH Farmers, yeah, we've seen that. Jordan News says, what kind of fire? An accident or a bonfire? It was an accident fire.
It was an accidental bonfire.
An accident. Oh my goodness. What a night. Ezekiel said, I'm impressed by how common it was. Like, it's nothing new. I mean,
Yeah.
Silly Zombie 666, well, I know I'm going to get you guys fire-related gifts at transport. Bill Bachelor says, I knew I was watching greatness. Reese's lovely thoughts, hashtag, so that's flammable.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, because you just went, so that's flammable as it spread.
Oh my
But there's acting fast would have been bad.
Yeah.
I needed that door to get open before that got too drippy.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what we had
See,
to get
I
right.
expected you to just be behind me.
I have to tell you, I am so glad you didn't, because if you would have ruined that, I would have killed you.
Everything that way was flammable. Things over here, I'm like, yeah, we could survive that.
But someone was panicking because you're all laughing too hard. Bill Bachelor says, let's see what else is flammable, shall we?
Oh, I have a list.
Ted Garland says, this is how we do it, TikTok.
We sad thing is that that extinguisher got and done.
They know how to shoot the extinguisher?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It got a whole.
Oh, that's a monster. Wow, okay.
It was the one I had.
Oh, okay, out there.
Yeah, out there.
We did the extinguisher.
No, I did it out there to
Edson
put out
Luke says in the skeleton
crispy legs.
We took our toys outside, you know.
1980s is the best 45 seconds of Sylvie's life ever. Sylvie's obviously 6'6" and this room is fire. He was never super joyful tonight. He just loved the thought of cracking up. Then I hear her saying so much $5 for a fire extinguisher.
We have like 75 fire extinguishers in the building, so.
Bob Bowie's new slogan, go burn stuff.
go birds.
I think it's don't burn stuff.
Don't burn stuff.
I think we had a fire responsibly.
We did.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Did we have to recharge? Yeah.
Oh yeah. As soon as you touch it, it's dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was, to me, that fire was out there on the concrete. It was safe.
yep.
You know.
Reese's lovely thought says again.
Now it's a $50 fire.
Now it's $50.
Yeah. I asked.
There you go.
I was probably still putting out the little ones
Tom Everard said, I've never corpsed like that. Have I been doing it wrong this whole time?
the whole time. This sucker's gonna look awesome.
There we go. Oh my
How's
goodness.
we gonna still?
All right. Well, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Listen, the flammability of the glue sticks, that was the surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How flammable these are.
Yep. Jordan Usel says, I can imagine how surviving a fire with no loss can liven the spirits. 1980 says, corpsing to cremation in less than a second. Bill Batchelor says, it's all part of the process.
We have a sweet Uncle Owen prop out there now,
Listen,
though.
guys, I got a picture of the Uncle Owen. I'm going to post it on the Creepers.
Yeah, if you know, you know. That's
If
all
you
you
know,
gotta
you know. Jordan says the pyro at Dark Hour is the best I've seen.
Wow.
Ezekiel says, hey, ALEXA, put extinguisher on the shopping list.
For real though.
When you leave, take that guy up front, and we'll get him service. And where was he from? Where did you get him from?
Right here.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Rylan Burnett says I need to get a torch for my workshop now.
I thought you were asking me which company. I'm like,
There are
what the
some
hell
things
would I have?
that the torch is awesome for.
Oh, 1980. With corpsing like that, you earned your strike. Ezekiel says I'm so happy no one got burnt. Me too.
Yeah. And that was, as far as fires go, that was a pretty good fun one.
Yeah.
Like, it was a mobile fire. We could pick the fire up and take it away. That's what's important.
Oh, no.
Once the fire becomes immobile, you can no longer carry the fire throughout your building. That's a problem.
Yes, it is officially 9 o'clock.
Okay. I did half the corpse.
Yeah, there you
Really nice half a corpse.
And I made an Uncle Owen prop.
go. Melissa Lair
So-
said, honestly, I just joined and saw everything was on fire. I thought it was intentional.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, but anyway, that happened. So hey, I do want to show you. Look at the neck and the tin foil. Using tin foil for like big tendons and stuff. Where camera? Oh, we're on this one.
Yeah.
Like, see how that bulks out the neck? That's just tin foil in the tube, wrapped around. But yeah.
Oh, man. This metal, aka Tower says, new story time. So Zombie 66 says, so what's going on for next stream? Bill Batchelor's
All right.
tonight.
So, listen. All right, we're gonna end 'cause it's 9 o'clock. It was actually very cool, in my opinion, that we had a little fire in the shop, and you were able to see people handle it calmly and take care of it. Got a fire extinguisher. Well, the fire was mobile, so it went outside, didn't stay in here. We took the path of least flammability. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a professional. I'm a professional, and every now and then we screw up. But it's be prepared and have a cool head. and get through that little crisis. And then you can have a giant laugh over it and an Uncle Owen prop out in your parking lot, which is just going to stay there. And I hope someone asks me questions. I'm just happy that Jake wasn't watching still, because he would never let me live that down. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go back and
Jake
watch.
is our resident firebug, so yeah.
Dan and Nora, are we gonna put the flame corpse as the thumbnail picture for the video?
Maybe. You know what? I will probably do an excerpt of this and say, hey, listen, some of the things you're using are flammable.
Yeah.
Like contact cement. In my brain, contact cement's super flammable, and you don't do anything until it's dry. And, you know, I try to not mix those two. I hadn't even put together how flammable the Flex Seal was.
Yep.
But I will be reminded now every time I pick up that can.
All right, let's start with TikTok.
TikTok. This was our first live with you. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out. You're awesome. Go make stuff.
Go make stuff!
Just turn it off. We're old. We don't understand.
There we go. And now, okay, there's that
Great.
one.
All right. TikTok is done.
TikTok is done.
YouTube.
Say goodnight, Ruth.
YouTube.
Good night,
Say
Ray.
goodnight, Rue. Wife. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Stacy.
Good night.
Good night. Go make stuff.